crack.
Yeah, crack. I mean, that's a good way to lose weight.
That's a really good way to lose weight. People take crack for granted. Now, your life and your teeth be gone. But you ain't worried about no food no more.
Corey Holcomb goes in on Kelly Price snapping about the people in her comments. Kelly Price has been getting a lot of harassment over the years, and she just finally had her fill. I've been meaning to talk about this anyway. I'm glad Corey briefly covered it on his channel.
Anyway, we, you know what I'm saying? And this, I ain't gonna even talk about what Kelly Price said, but.
About who?
Oh, yeah, last week.
Black women.
What Kelly Price say, man? Ever since she got the weight off, man, she been...
No, they be riding her because...
She went crazy.
I think she got real big feet. So like when she one of them women, when she gets smaller,
right,
the feet look bigger, and they be riding her.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I can tell they just destroyed her.
Before I was saved, I was a black girl born and raised on the south side of Jamaica. So let's make that abundantly clear.
He said
okay?
Queens.
That's number
Queens.
one. Number two, to you women activists out here, you DEI hires who getting ready to lose your job if you haven't lost it already, because guess what? I haven't lost mine, and I'm not going to lose it. Because while you fighting it for somebody in another culture to get your job, God gave me my voice. And yes, I'm letting you have it right now because ain't nothing you can do about that. And while you looking for a new job, I'm still going to be selling out theaters and venues looking like a fat slob in clothes that you said that I look nasty in. And my feet are so damn big, and who dressed me. I'm still going to be making my money. I don't even do this.
You know, this is oddly specific, and I think when you listen to the context clues, what Kelly Price is saying, she definitely is talking about somebody in particular. Certain things that come to mind are activists, DEI hire. You remember all those things? You know, I could throw a couple names out of Tamika Mallory or, you know, Angela. I'm not going to say Angela Rye, but Tamika Mallory. Some of those people around the Black Lives Matter issue, the Black Lives Matter movement, a lot of them were given jobs after that kind of led you to believe that they were given those jobs based on just purely who they were because they were black and they wanted to show some type of solidarity with the movement. She did mention black women later in this video. She talks about how mean they can be.
But I'm so sick of black people and their bullshit. I'm saying what I want to say. If you got a problem with what I'm saying and you know, Lord, pray for me. Because I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. Okay? I'm not there yet. Black women, you are some of the most nasty, disrespectful people on God's planet Earth. The things that you say about other black women, but you're an activist and you are educated and you are this and you are that and you are the other. Find yourself, because a degree does not give you class. Find yourself, because a degree ain't going to get your stupid ass into heaven. Find yourself, because being a keyboard thug on social media ain't going to do nothing but get your ass whipped when somebody walk up on you that don't know, that you don't even know is watching you. I said what I said. I said what I said. I would never disrespect somebody.
This is the outfit they were talking about right here. With the jacket, pants, and the I guess Nike Dunks.
Right.
The feet look bigger, and they be riding her.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I can tell they just destroyed her.
It was a bad choice of shoes for her build, that's all.
For her build?
Very bad choice of shoes.
What size was she, about a 13?
Something like that. If you're a Bigfoot, though, niggas notice that, especially if you take a bitch to the beach with big feet.
Also,
Like, well, you go catch some fish and shut the f*** up.
But also, poor thing, her legs went really narrow at the bottom. They're really narrow.
She got real small legs with big, long feet.
Oh, wow.
This is a clown.
Yeah. Them dorsal fins. What's them fins you put on when you go
Love
swimming?
her.
I think that's from her losing weight. I don't know if she's been on the Wegovy or on Ozempic or whatever. You know, sometimes it does have your proportions looking a little strange if the weight loss hasn't kicked over all over the body, especially like portions of the head. That's what it kind of looks like. She's in a growing phase. I don't know. The jacket was a bad choice. I'll just say that. The jacket did not help.
Her voice, though. Love her voice.
Them you put on your feet.
Flippers.
Yeah, she got them. She got the. That's
a
too
scuba
bad.
diver.
Losing weight ain't for everybody.
They say she got a pumpkin head too. I noticed that she do got that big ass head.
I
one
want
of
to
the
see.
side
it.
She
effects.
look better fat.
Yeah, so losing
Like
weight
when she
ain't for
fat,
everybody.
you be like, okay, I see what's wrong. But then when she lose weight, you be like, well, what's wrong?
Right. Especially if you don't. I'm not speaking on her. I don't know how she lost the weight, but if you don't lose it in the gym and you just go in there and get your knotted up,
Get a shot.
Crack.
Yeah, crack. I mean, that's a good way to
Crack
lose
is
weight.
sweat.
That's a really good way to lose weight. People take crack for granted. Now, your life and your teeth be gone. But
Yeah.
you ain't worried about no food no more.
No.
And I actually heard it's a good high.
I mean,
That's why people get addicted.
they chasing that for when you hit it the first time. You
it's
hear a
just a
bell
very-
ring.
Chasing the
It's
dragon.
just a very bad
Yeah,
way.
Wait, let me see it.
better.
Let me see it. God damn, she got that kind of body.
Nigga, she
Oh,
gonna need
my
a spotter to moonwalk.
I
Nigga. She gonna have to have a nigga pushing her like that.
I mean,
They
people
too
can't-
heavy.
She
Yeah,
can't help
bitch.
it.
Let me see.
And
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she was just trying to be casual that day, but it was a bad choice in outfit. They were sparkly too. Like she had some custom sparkle Nikes. I don't know, man. It just wasn't a great choice, and they let her have it. But like I said, she was oddly specific in that rant that makes me think she's talking about one person in particular that got to her. Like activist is very specific. And why are you leaving comments roasting Kelly Price in the comments? Like that's just crazy. But they say that a lot about a lot of the female figures that are female public figures. They end up being like very mean girls, and so this is kind of we're seeing the interior interaction between these type of people, these celebrities. Celebrities have little beefs too. As if you didn't know. You've seen everything Corey's been through with these comedians, man. But people are people, you know what I mean? So, and there's kind of hierarchies, and people are hot, people are cold, and people don't want to deal with you necessarily when you're cold, or if you made a controversial stand.
and I think she's pretty tall, so that says a lot. I mean,
How tall is Kelly Price?
I don't know how tall she is, but
Yeah, Kelly Price isn't that tall. It says she's about 5'8", which, that's taller for a woman, but it's not super, super tall. If she was over 6 feet, maybe. But you never know.
so that says a lot. I mean,
How tall is Kelly Price?
I don't know how tall she is, but God damn. Well, I
gonna-
know when she go in that nail salon, what them Asian people be saying?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Hey, that's me.
extra.
They say extra.
Damn.
Charge more. That's what they say.
Chachi Moore.
Yeah, man, that's mad.
But that voice ain't no joke now. Let's
We know
let's
Kelly
be-
Price could sing.
Come on
That is
now.
the truth. Choking them feet. Them feet be clapping at the concert. But anyway.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, Kelly Price, let's just make this clear. Let's send some love out to Kelly Price. The comedians do a little roasting. It's all in good fun, of course. I guess the people in the comments are doing some roasting. But let's talk about it. Are black women really mean and nasty, as she said? Because, if you say anything about black women online, a lot of times you'll be targeted as if you're some type of hater or basher, but yet and still things like this keep happening. It's like the kid who hit you behind your parents' back, and then when they turn around, you get blamed for it. You get blamed for it, and they are angel. They never get any type of scrutiny. Now, I'm not saying all, obviously. This is not all. But there's a certain mean streak going on. And I think that goes on a lot in the dating conversation. I think that happens when you talk about this strict rule set on the men that they want and the men that they don't want. If you ever hear them talk about the men that they think are undesirable, it's very mean-spirited. It's very much dismissive. And it ultimately amounts to a majority of men. It's almost, there's been a blind eye turn to it. And I think with people like Kelly Price speaking out, it makes them pause for a second and think, am I really being an asshole here? Or am I the perpetual victim? Am I allowed to perpetuate this type of negative energy and not receive any back? Like, I think there has to be a moment where we as a collective can talk about these issues, be critical of every facet of the community, and not feel like we're limited in what we can say. Because then it becomes oppression. If you can't speak freely about what's happening and you can see very clearly what's going on, then you feel like you're being held back. And I think that's a real issue here. So, Kelly Price came out and said something. Clarissa Shields agreed with her. Quite a few women were like, yeah, there is something going on here that is particularly a mean streak, and I don't want any parts of it. So yeah, I think it's time for criticism all around, if we're going to make some changes, if things are going to improve, So you hate it had to come out this way because Kelly got that venom. She got that Queens, Southside Jamaica Queens, or what, I guess where she's from, that tongue, and she's going bash out. But I don't think she's necessarily in a vacuum in having those beliefs. I know Kelly Price has been a big girl the whole time she's been out, and I know she's probably just had it at that point. When she saw whoever that was, if it was allegedly Tamika Mallory or somebody like that, she probably got to a place where she was like, oh, no. I can't do that. Can't do that. So whoever it was, this activist was getting on her nerves. Everybody has a bad day. And honestly, this is the most I've heard talked about Kelly Price in quite a while. And she's a very talented singer. You can never take that away from her. She sing anybody off the stage. She's in rarefied air as far as singing goes, right? So don't get that twisted. When you're an elite level performer in anything, like you are deserving of respect in some ways. So there's people in the comments that are not doing whatever, but what you gonna do when she comes out with a ball gown on next time, or some designer next time? You still gonna have something to say? So that's the thing. I think Kelly Price, this is a minor setback for, a huge comeback, so keep going. I know you've pissed some people off, but you got to beat that case on the stage. Whatever ill will that somebody might harbor from you, you're going to have to take that on the stage and just put it into your art and just go. You know what I mean? Maybe drop some new music, man. I'm telling you, I haven't heard the morning radio, but there were certain artists that always had something in that morning radio slot, the morning drive shows. Kelly Price fits in well there. You have some constant replay. You get those spins. Be back like cook crack. That's a callback. But you'll be back in no time. Anyway, let me know what you think about it in the comments. Was Kelly right, or was Kelly totally out of line by going that way, by going in on black women and whoever this activist is? Let me know what you think about it in the comments. You like this video? Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification for all uploads. This is Fawcett Media.